Thank you for being with us on the Feast of Pope St. Marcellus. Our top story tonight, uncertainty overshadows the Israel-Hamas ceasefire deal that was just announced yesterday. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu now says that a last-minute crisis with Hamas is holding up approval of the deal by the Israeli cabinet, which was expected to vote on it. Meanwhile, Israeli airstrikes reportedly killed at least 72 people in the war-ravaged territory. We have comprehensive team coverage. Capitol Hill correspondent Eric Rosales brings us reaction from U.S. lawmakers in just a moment, but we first begin with White House correspondent Owen Jensen. Owen.
Tracy, speaking from the U.S. State Department today, President Joe Biden's top diplomat, Antony Blinken, who now just has a few days left in his role, made clear where the U.S. stands on the now shaky deal between Israel and Hamas, and Blinken also got heckled.
In Gaza City, war wounded arrive at a hospital after a deadly Israeli bombardment. As for the ceasefire to stop the fighting and free hostages, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office accusing Hamas of reneging on parts of the agreement. In Washington, at his final briefing before reporters, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken laying out what's at stake.
We've worked to broker a deal that would bring hostages home, that would stop the fighting, that would surge humanitarian aid to people who so desperately need it, that would create the space to conclude a permanent ceasefire. We now have that, and we expect implementation of the agreement to begin on Sunday.
Blinken also faced interruptions. Diplomatic security physically removed one person who shouted, "Why aren't you in The Hague?" A reference to the world's top war crimes court.
Please, sir, respect the process. Thank you.
Oh, respect the process. Respect the process. Well, everybody from Amnesty International, to the ICJ saying that Israel's doing genocide and extermination, and you're telling me to respect the process. Criminal, why aren't you in The Hague? Why aren't you in The Hague? Why aren't you in The Hague?
President Joe Biden says the ceasefire deal follows the elements he laid out in May.
Yesterday I proud to announce the ceasefire, the hostage deal between Israel and Hamas. The road to that deal was not easy.
Soon after the conflict started, Biden sent U.S. troops into the area to prevent the war from spreading and defend against rocket attacks. Today, he spoke at the Defense Department's Commander-in-Chief farewell ceremony.
It's taken 8 months of non-stop, relentless effort from my administration to get it done. But because of you, all of you standing behind me, because of you, because of so many diplomats and defense professionals, we kept the pressure on Hamas, and we got it done.
Secretary Antony Blinken traveled 12 times to the Middle East to try to halt the fighting. His boss, President Joe Biden, and President-elect Donald Trump have both claimed credit for the ceasefire deal that went into effect yesterday, that was agreed to yesterday, I should say. Supposed to take effect this coming Sunday. We'll have to wait and see if that really does happen.